Hey guys, and welcome to the video. Today I am going to be sharing with you all of my favorite makeup products that were released in 2021. So I've compiled all of my favorite things and they are right in front of me, and just looking at all of these products just makes me so happy because 2021 gave me some amazing finds and I am going to continuously use them for as long as I possibly can until they pretty much go out of business and they no longer sell these products. So these are all definite ride or dies that I think you guys should try, and I will have each product linked down below so you guys can shop as well. They are going to be affiliate links, which you guys know if you do shop through my affiliate links, I do appreciate that so much. But let's go ahead and get started in this video because you guys I know are dying to see what my favorite products are. So let's go ahead and get into the video, but don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this is in no particular order, but I do want to mention my newly beloved ride or die, and that is the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm, you guys. I have been head over heels for this ever since I tried it. I was seeing so much hype for it with other beauty YouTubers and such, and this stuff is so good that you guys have to go out and buy it. I will have this linked below, of course, as everything else, but they also came out with like a holiday set and it came with 4. I have the Watermelon Kiss. It came with that one in the mini too, but I have that one on my nightstand that I've been applying every night before bed. It came out with 2 limited edition shades in that bundle, which right now it's on sale for $17 at Ulta. So if you're gonna get it, hurry up because they sold out on TooFaced.com, which is where I got mine, when it was on sale for $24 or $22, and now it's on sale for $17 at Ulta. So get it now before you can no longer get it at a great discount, because this was like 30 or 35 bucks. So $17 is a steal, but it came with 2 limited edition shades that are kind of sparkly. It has Frost Yourself and Candy Cane Bang, which these smell like peppermint. This Pillow Balm here, which is the original one that came out first, this is in the shade Treatment, which is just clear, but it smells like coconuts, whereas Watermelon Kiss is a nice watermelon scent. Now the original came out before this year, but all of these new ones came out this year. They also have like Mango Kiss, Banana Kiss, Cocoa Kiss. Haven't tried those, but this is so good, and I'm going to eventually have them all in my collection because they are that good. Now I know I'm speaking a lot on these and the time is like really going, but I just have to talk a lot about these because these are so incredibly good. I love them so much, and you guys need to try them too. You do. So let's switch up the lip theme and let's go with a face powder. So this is one that I know you guys have seen on my channel all year long after I've bought it, all on Instagram, but this is another one that I just cannot live without. It's my absolute favorite. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. I have mine in the shade 2 In, which is 2 Neutral. They have another shade lighter than this, but it's not very dark on the skin, if that makes any sense. So it works for me, especially when I wear the foundation that I wear, which is just a smidge darker than my actual skin tone, which is not smart, but I mostly don't go anywhere and it's for videos and I just don't want to look absolutely pasty pale. And when I run it down my neck, you can't even tell because my arms tan in the summer, but my face and my chest never do. So during the summer, because you won't catch me in shorts out in public, so you always see my arms and hands matching my face, so it's fine. So there's that explanation there. But anyways, this is so good. It literally blurs. I've never had a powder that actually visibly blurred my skin. This is the first one out of all of my life. All of the powders I've ever tried. Never had one, you guys, that visibly blurred my skin. This is another one that you need to purchase and you need to try it. You can get it from Dior.com or you can get it from Sephora. And I mean, Sephora would be easier year, because then if you don't like it, you can return it, which all of these products are definitely something that is not going to suit everyone that, you know, try them. Even if we could have the same exact kind of skin, like combination or dry or oily, products are just not going to always work for the same person. Some people take supplements, some people moisturize every night, some people don't. It just depends. But this is my ride or die powder. This is so good. I've been using it non-stop all year. I don't know if you can tell, but it still has the embossment around it, but in the middle there is a very nice sizable dent. And I would say for the most part this has been my go-to powder all year, and I haven't really made too much of an impact even though I've used it a ton. So it's definitely worth the money because it's not really going and being used as much. Like the product goes a long way because it's like hard in a pan versus like an actual powder where you're doing this and then you lose a bunch of powder in the air. This one's compact, so brush or sponge, both phenomenal. I know this is going to be a very long video because I have to keep telling you why I love these products and I have to explain why, but this is good. Go try it 100%. It's so good. I recently actually did a video for Dior trying products, and I tried their eyeshadows for the first time, their lipsticks, and it was like phenomenal too. Like amazing quality. So I need to try more stuff, but that was purchased on my own a long time ago and have been in love with it. Now let's get on to a foundation. Now this wasn't necessarily released this year, but they did release a ton of new shades. So many more people can actually shop this now. And this is the Ofra Absolute Cover Foundation. This I fell in love with when I tried it a few months back, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should have tried it sooner. This foundation is so good. It looks so beautiful on the skin. The finish is so it's just beautiful. It's perfect, and it's definitely pretty full coverage, I would say, and it doesn't give you like the cakey effect. I would personally recommend setting it with a powder, but like you also don't have to, because mine just kind of creases under my eyes if I don't set it with a powder. That's it. But I have mine in shade number 1. Thankfully that worked for me because this is the original shade. But like I said, they came out with so many new shades. I actually have a code. You can actually save 20% with code Connor at ofracosmetics.com. I'll have that linked below. Code Connor, 20% off your whole purchase. This is worth it, you guys. Also, on the note of Ofra, I recently tried this one a few months back as well. This is their highlighter in Milk and Cookies. This released this year. I have been a huge fan of Ofra highlighters since 2019, and oh gosh, this one's beautiful. It looks like it's not going to work for me, but it does. It's absolutely gorgeous on the skin. You have 2 tones. I like to mix them together. They also work so good for inner corner highlights. That's what I like to use these for, is highlighting and then popping it in my inner corner. So good. These, you guys already know Ofra has the best highlighters, and I try to show you guys on Instagram and community tab when there's stuff going on sale. There is currently a huge sale on Ofra right now, and I think some highlighters are like 17 bucks versus I think they're 30 normally. So I will have them linked below, of course, as everything else, and my code so you can shop and save some money. But you guys need to try Ofra Cosmetics if you haven't already. But Milk and Cookies, amazing highlighter. You guys need to try. They did just come out with a ton of winter highlighters like Sugar Cookie, I think Peppermint, Pumpkin Pie. You guys should go check those out. They're on sale right now too. I think we should go back to lip products because I want to talk to you about these lip products, and I have a bit of them. This is all of my current Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liners and liquid lips. Now, if I'm being completely honest, there has been a lot of Jaclyn Cosmetics that I've tried that I have not liked whatsoever. And you guys know I've been trying her cosmetics ever since she's come out with them, except for her lipsticks the very first time, which she is going to be launching lipsticks again soon, and you know I'm going to be buying them. But these are like one of the best products she's ever come out with was the lip liners and the liquid lipsticks. So I'm just going to go through the names. I have liquid lipstick Get Real. I have the shade Crabby, which is currently in my everyday makeup drawer. The shade Confidence, the shade Outspoken, and the shade Be Brave. I I think that these have amazing wear, very comfortable on the lips, beautiful colors, and I've just fallen in love with them, and I've worn them so much since she launched them. I bought them on launch date, or maybe I didn't. Maybe it was like after that. No, it was launch date, and then I bought another one at Ulta because the liners were selling out. That's right. So I think I had to wait on the liners. I'm not sure, but I love them. They're amazing, like I said, and the lip liners, I wouldn't say for me personally pair that great to the liquid lips. I find me using these with other lip shades. I just haven't found the right combination that work for me, but I do love these liners. They're so good, and I wear them all the time with other branded lipsticks. So I have these in the shade Butter Pecan Cupcake, which I do wear with one of these shades over here. I just can't remember which. Coffee Cake and Blondie. So these are excellent liquid lips. Like I said, don't really like much of anything else Jaclyn Cosmetics that I've tried, but those are phenomenal. Okay, next up, you guys, let's just stick with that theme. And the other product that I have been absolutely in love with is the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer, the cream bronzer. I have mine in Sandy. I went actually to the Morphe store after launch and picked my color, and you guys, this is so good. Ever since I got it, I've pretty much only used this bronzer. Let me tell you, I've used a lot of bronzers this year, and I have so many that I love. I had to not put this in my everyday makeup drawer for the beginning of the year just so I can stop using it and use something else, because this has been my go-to. The only one that I want to touch, because it's like you find something that you love and works so well with your makeup, you know what I mean? You just don't want to quit using it, so then all of your other products don't get used up, and you know what I mean? So that's why I started back the everyday makeup drawer, and this is not in it, so I can give some love to other products, or else I would just keep using this. But it's so good. I pair it with the Morphe E63 brush, which I already had, that I got free with purchase with the Morphe foundation I purchased earlier this year. But when I went in store, he recommended I use this brush to apply the bronzer, which I had already had the brush because he tried to sell me on the brush. I'm like, well, I already have that, and 100% it's so good. This is also like a favorite. I don't know when it came out, but I put the bronzer on the more pointy side and do that, and then when I'm ready to work it into the skin, I go into the flat brush. I don't swipe, I just stamp. It's amazing. Love it so much. So on the realm of bronzer, let's talk about a cream blush, and I think this is my only blush that really blew me away this year, other than another one. Just one sec. So this blush is from Hourglass. It is the Vanish blush stick in the shade Devoted. I love Hourglass products, by the way. I know they're not like the most popular anymore, but Hourglass is just high quality and amazing, and this color is so good. I just have to swatch it because it's like the most beautiful cream blush color that I own, and the formula is so good. It lasts all day. You don't have to worry about it vanishing. Even though it's called the Vanish blush stick, it doesn't vanish. It is just, it blends into your skin amazing, and if I ever want to reach for a cream blush, it's this one. I had another one. It was in red Scarlet, but I sold that one on my Poshmark because I bought that specifically to put on for like the TikTok hack where you could have the like lipstick red color on before foundation, but that one didn't really work that way for me, where you put it on then put the foundation on, so I got rid of it because obviously I can't use it as a blush. It was just bright red, so that didn't work. So somebody that it could work for got to use it, but that's just an amazing blush. You guys need to try anything from Hourglass really, but that one is a really good product that launched this year. Honestly, all my Hourglass products are like my ride or die, but they didn't release this year, so we're gonna talk about this one that did. Let's move on to another face product, and this is another bronzer and my last bronzer that I'm going to mention in this video, and it's from e.l.f. This is the Putty Bronzer, and I Oh my god. Okay, so this is like $5 or $6 and mine's in the shade Tan Lines, and this is so good for the price. I would say that comparing it to Jaclyn, they're completely two different formulas. This one's kind of almost moussey feeling. I don't even know how to explain it, whereas this one's definitely truly cream. But for the price, this is amazing and the color's amazing and I just love it. This one is currently in my everyday makeup drawer because I wanted another cream bronzer and I was going back and forth with the Jaclyn and the Makeup by Mario cream bronzer, but it's not like the number one. Like, I still prefer this one over that one, and they're like a huge price difference, like $6.28. So that one's just like, you know, but this one's good. This one is so good. You guys need to try it. It's $6. I'll have that linked below for you. Let's move on to a palette. Okay, so this one's a new purchase, but I've already used it like 100 times. So this is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. Yeah, so I recently reviewed this. It just came out like in November, and I've already used a ton of this. Okay, I have already made a dent in the inner corner highlight like shade for the eyes. I've used the heck out of this blush and this highlighter. Like, everything about this is so good. It's so consistent, and I've been reaching for this on with my Natasha Denona Glam palette, which released late of last year, so I couldn't include this, but it's also my ride or die go-to. But I use these together and they're so good. But this is something you need. They have it in this, and then they have it in a darker version, and I haven't tried the darker version, but I'm sure it's just as good. But you guys need to go buy this like right now. Go buy it. Not even kidding, it's so good. I want to go ahead and talk about this product. It makes me really sad, but it's my favorite, one of my favorites ever. So this is the KKW Camo palette, and I'm very sad. I shouldn't include this because you can no longer purchase it because she's rebranding, but I honestly hope that she brings this palette back when she rebrands, because this is so good. So many people bought this palette because of me, and so many people love it. Like, do you guys know Abadabs? She's also a YouTuber. She purchased this because of me, and she absolutely loved it, and her look that she did was amazing. This was something that I was like, I love the color story, I love the neutrals, and I love the greens, and usually greens are hard to make, and I just don't completely fall in love with the color stories of other green palettes because it's just so much green. But this is like the most amazing balance of both, and the duochrome in here is amazing. The shimmers are amazing, the mattes are amazing, and I use this palette all the time, and I'm just including this because I truly hope that when she rebrands, she brings this back, because with Jaclyn Cosmetics, she brought back and reformulated a ton of her products that she's already had. Like, there wasn't much like new, it was pretty much the same thing reformulated. So hopefully she brings this back, because this was launched right before she closed up shop. I just wanted to include that. We only have a few more products left to talk about, so let's get into the next one that I want to speak about, and that is Rem Beauty. Now, this is another very new release, and these are the lipsticks. These are one of the most comfortable lipsticks I have ever tried in my entire life. I just reviewed these along with the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter, which is also a phenomenal highlighter. I haven't used it enough for me to put on my ride or die list. These are just such good lipsticks. You know what? Let me just go ahead and swatch the colors for you. If you did not watch that video, these are the two lightest shades she has available, and I cannot wait for her to expand her line because these are just soft, amazing. I don't know how to explain it, but I know these colors are similar, but they're also not. I love these lipsticks. I currently have Bubbly in my everyday makeup drawer because I just had to have it in there, because I've never had a lipstick as good as this. I love my Becca Cosmetics lipsticks. Probably like one of my #1 favorite lipsticks formula, but they're out of business, not selling them anymore. So what happens when I don't have those anymore? I have Rem Beauty to fall back on. Rem Beauty has an incredible lipstick formula, and it makes me so happy that I want her to come out with more lipstick like shades. Like, come on, let's go. Let's move on. Michaela X Glam Light highlighter, and I have used the mess out of this. Like, I feel like it's hitting hard pan because I've used it so much. This highlighter is beautiful, you guys. Unlike the Milk and Cookie one that I showed earlier, oh man, this one is icy. Let me go ahead and do the Ofra one next to it. These come in close second, but nothing has my heart quite like the Michaela one. It's just got that really amazing ice to it that's just, it burns a hole into my soul and lets me enter highlighter land. That doesn't make sense, but I love that highlighter. It's so good. I need to try more Glam Light. The Michaela was the first like Glam Light purchase I've ever made, and I need to try more from them. I really do. So we have 2 products left. Let's talk about this one. This one has a lot of, it's like 50-50 when it comes to people loving it or hating it. It's the KVD Good Apple Balm Foundation Balm. This is so good. I'm like almost out of it. I've used the heck out of this. It's so good. I should almost put this in my everyday makeup drawer, but I have my other Ride or Die, which is the Too Faced Born This Way, and it's almost out. So this will probably be for next month, but this is such a good foundation. So many people have bought this on my recommendation and love it. And then there's so many that have bought it and they don't like it. This is one of those things where it really matters your chemistry for your skin, if that's going to work for you. Normally, I feel like this kind of product would not work for me whatsoever, but this one does, and for that I am forever grateful for having this love my skin, because it's the most beautiful foundation, balm, full coverage that I've ever used in my entire life. The only thing is I only can use certain powders with it. Like, okay, one of the reasons why I use my Dior powder the most this year is because I was using this for a huge majority of the year, and I bought a Tatcha powder as well the same time I bought the Dior, and the Tatcha one did not work with this, so I was using the Dior one, and that's when I really realized how blurring that one was and how it really does work for all the other ones. So that's why that's also on this list, because it just works for everything and it blurs perfectly with everything. But yeah, that's a backstory, but this is good. This is good. And then lastly, this is one that I normally would say I would not have this color story as my like Ride or Die, because I'm much more of a neutral person. But the Rose Quartz Huda Beauty palette rocks my world. And I've tried a ton of palettes this year. I love reviewing eyeshadow palettes. And if it's not something super, it can be an amazing palette, but if it's not my color story, my Ride or Die, it's on to the next. It goes to my Poshmark. But this one I love. I have been wearing this one so much since I reviewed it and it came out. I just love how beautiful and light these colors are. There's a lot of, okay, so it's a cool tone palette, and that's why I like this. I would not go for a more warmer toned purpley pink tone palette because I just don't like the warm tones. I'm a very cool tone eyeshadow girl, 100%. Even though warm tones bring out my eyes more, I think. I just don't like it like overall for me. But this has the most beautiful cool tones that are pinky brown mauve. Actually, even the brown shades are mauve-y. I thought they would be more brown, but they're not. This is just a good palette. And another palette that I want to say that is equally as good as this is the Mercury Retrograde palette that came out last year, I think. That one's currently on sale for like 24 bucks, and I'll have that linked below because you need it, even though it's not a Ride or Die for this year. But this one is also going to be linked below. Just everything linked below you need to buy, and you can thank me later. Other than the KKW, you can't buy it right now, but I love all of these products so much. So yeah, this is my Ride or Die, gotta have it, head over heels, to the moon, shoot for the stars makeup that I have purchased in 2021, been released in 2021, and I can't wait to see what 2022 has to offer, because these are some really big staple products, and it's like, are these products coming out in 2022 gonna beat these? I don't know, because these are pretty much top tier products. Products that I prefer over the products that I already own, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to see what 2022 has to offer. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Have you tried any of these products? Are you planning on trying any of these products? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. And yeah, sorry this video was long, but it's one of those videos that we just have to sit down and we have to chat about the products and my reasons and stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!